Most people want success, but they don't want the struggle that comes with it. They want the victory, but they don't want the battle. They want the rewards, but they don't want to pay the price. Let me tell you something. It's supposed to be hard. That's the point. Anything worth having will challenge you. Anything worth achieving will demand more from you than you ever thought you could give. If it were easy, everyone would do it, but it's not. And that's why only a few make it. Think about the legends, the greats, the ones you admire. Do you think they got there by accident? Do you think they had it easy? Number, they suffered, they struggled, they fell, and they got back up over and over again. They embraced the pain because they knew it was the only way forward. You are not special enough to escape struggle. No one is. The road to greatness is paved with late nights, early mornings, sacrifices, failures, and doubt. The only way to make it is to accept that this journey is going to test you. It's going to break you down before it builds you up. When your muscles burn, when your mind screams at you to quit, when every part of you says, "I can't do this," that's when you're supposed to keep going. That's when the transformation happens. That's when you separate yourself from the weak, from the average, from those who settle. Look around you. Most people give up when it gets hard. That's why they never reach their full potential. But you're different. You don't stop when it gets tough. You push through. You keep fighting. You refuse to back down. Because you understand that growth comes from pain. Discipline is doing what you said you would do, long after the feeling of excitement is gone. Anyone can start something. Anyone can dream. But how many can keep going when it feels like everything is working against them? How many can keep grinding when there are no results yet, when there's no praise, when no one believes in them? This is why most people will never achieve greatness, because they want shortcuts. They want guarantees. They want easy. And when they realize it's not easy, they walk away. But you run toward the struggle. You look at the pain and say, "Bring it on," because you understand that the challenge isn't there to stop you. It's there to make you better. You don't grow when things are comfortable. You don't build character when everything is going your way. You become who you are in the fire, when you are tested, when you're exhausted, when every reason to quit is in front of you, but you choose to keep going. So the next time you feel like giving up, remember this. It's supposed to be hard. That's what makes it worth it. Every rep, every failure, every long night, every moment of doubt, it's all shaping you into the person you're meant to be. So stop wishing it was easier. Start getting stronger. You don't get what you want in life. You get what you fight for. So fight. Every single day. Because in the end, the ones who make it aren't the ones who had it easy. They're the ones who refuse to quit. Most people spend their lives running from discomfort. They avoid pain. They look for the easy way out. And that's exactly why they stay where they are. That's why they never break free. That's why they never build something great. You see, the hard road isn't a punishment. It's a privilege. It's the entrance fee to success. You don't get to skip the line. You don't get to walk through the doors of greatness without proving you deserve to be there. No one is born a champion. No one is born a leader. No one is born strong. Strength is built in the struggle. Every challenge you face, every setback you overcome, every moment of pain you push through, it's all making you stronger. But here's the truth. Most people don't want to hear. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to do the work for you. No one is going to hand you success. If you want something, you have to go get it. If you want to win, you have to be willing to fight for it. The world doesn't owe you anything. Life doesn't care about your excuses, doesn't care if you're tired, doesn't care if you don't feel like it. You either show up or you don't. You either put in the work or you don't. And the results, they don't lie. Look at the people who are where you want to be. Did they get there by accident? Did they just wake up one day and find themselves successful? Number. They put in the hours. They made the sacrifices. They stayed committed when everyone else quit. That's the difference. That's what separates winners from losers. Losers make excuses. Winners make adjustments. Losers wait for motivation. Winners rely on discipline. Losers hope for success. Winners create it. When you're tired, when you're struggling, when every part of you wants to stop, that's the moment that defines you. That's the moment when you decide whether you're going to be average or whether you're going to be great. Because the truth is, this journey isn't about talent. It's not about luck. It's about who is willing to endure the most. It's about who is willing to suffer longer, work harder, and sacrifice more. You say you want success? Then prove it. Wake up earlier, stay up later, train harder, work smarter, do more, stop waiting, stop making excuses, stop blaming the world, take responsibility for where you are, and start making moves to get where you want to be. Nobody said it would be easy, but it will be worth it. So, when you feel like quitting, remember why you started. Remember what's at stake. Remember that every champion was once in your shoes, facing the same doubts, the same struggles, the same fear. But they kept going, and that's why they won. Now it's your turn. No more waiting. No more hesitation. No more wishing. You know what you need to do. Now do it. Every day you have two choices. Give up or keep going. That's it. There's no in between. There's no pause button on life. Either you push forward or you stay stuck exactly where you are. And let me tell you something. Most people choose comfort. They choose easy. They choose excuses. That's why they stay average. That's why they never achieve their full potential. But you're different. You refuse to settle. You refuse to let fear, doubt, or discomfort hold you back. You understand that pain is part of the process. It's not something to run from. It's something to lean into. Because every time you push through pain, you grow. Every time you endure struggle, you get stronger. Every time you choose discipline over excuses, you move closer to your goal. That's the price of success. That's the cost of greatness. The question is, are you willing to pay it? You want to build a successful business? You better be ready to outwork every single person in your industry. You better be willing to sacrifice sleep, weekends, vacations, and comfort. You want to be in the best shape of your life? Then you better be ready to train when you don't feel like it, eat clean when everyone else is indulging, and show up even when you're tired. You want to master your craft? Then you better be ready to dedicate hours, days, years to your skills. You better be obsessed. There are no shortcuts. Most people don't make it, not because they aren't capable, but because they aren't willing to go through the fire. They want success, but they don't want the suffering that comes with it. And that's why they fail. But here's what you need to understand. Struggle is not a sign that you're on the wrong path. It's proof that you're on the right one. If it's hard, good. That means you're doing something worthwhile. If it hurts, good. That means you're growing. If you feel like quitting, good. That means you're pushing your limits. Because success isn't about how many times you win. It's about how many times you refuse to give up. You don't stop when it's hard. You don't stop when it hurts. You stop when you're done. And you're not done yet. So pick yourself up, wipe off the doubt, shut out the noise, and keep going. Because the only way you fail is if you quit. And quitting is not an option. Think about the moments that tested you the most. The days when everything felt impossible. The times when quitting seemed like the only option. What did you do? Did you let the struggle break you? Or did you rise? Because those moments, the hard ones, are what define you. Anyone can keep going when things are easy. Anyone can stay motivated when the results are showing. But what about when they're not? What about when the progress is slow? When the obstacles keep coming? When it feels like nothing is working? That's when most people give up. That's when most people say, maybe this isn't for me. But here's the truth. Quitting guarantees failure. If you walk away now, you'll never know how close you were. You'll never see what was possible. So don't stop. Not now. Not ever. The ones who succeed aren't the ones who had it easy. They're the ones who faced the hardest moments and refused to break. They're the ones who got knocked down 10 times and got up 11. They're the ones who understood that the struggle is part of the story. The pain you feel today will be the strength you rely on tomorrow. The challenges that seem impossible now will be the victories you tell others about later. Every long night, every early morning, every sacrifice, it's all building you into the person you're meant to be. But you can't just want it. You have to fight for it. You have to wake up every single day and choose to keep going, even when you don't feel like it. Even when it's easier to stay in bed. Even when no one is watching. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is who you become in the process. So ask yourself, are you willing to suffer for what you want? Are you willing to endure the pain, the setbacks, the failures? Are you willing to sacrifice comfort for growth? If the answer is yes, then prove it. Prove it to yourself. Push harder. Stay focused. Work when others rest. Train when others quit. Because the moment you embrace the hard, the moment you stop wishing for easy, is the moment you unlock your full potential. So stop waiting for life to get easier. Start getting stronger. You were made for this. Now go and prove it. Most people wait for the perfect moment to start. They wait for the right conditions, the right energy, the right opportunity. But let me tell you something. There is no perfect moment. If you keep waiting for everything to align, you'll be waiting your whole life. The only time to start is now. It's going to be messy. It's going to be uncertain. It's going to feel overwhelming. And that's exactly how it's supposed to feel. Because if it didn't, it wouldn't be worth it. You have to stop expecting the road to be smooth. You have to stop looking for an easy way through. The struggle is the way. When you feel exhausted, keep going. When you feel frustrated, keep going. When nothing seems to be working, keep going. Because the people who succeed in life aren't the ones who always feel motivated. They're the ones who keep showing up, even when they don't. This is what separates the best from the rest. Not talent, not luck, relentless effort. So many people start something and quit when it gets tough. They think, maybe this just isn't for me. But what if they were just one more step away from a breakthrough? What if the success they were chasing was just beyond the moment they decided to give up? Most people will never know because they quit too soon. But not you. You've come too far. You've fought too hard. You've endured too much to throw it all away now. So keep pushing. Keep grinding. Keep fighting for the life you said you wanted. Because the truth is, you don't get what you wish for. You get what you work for. You have to outlast the struggle. You have to stay in the fight longer than anyone else. You have to develop the kind of discipline that doesn't depend on how you feel. Because your feelings don't matter. What matters is what you do when no one's watching. What matters is the work you put in when no one is clapping for you. There will be days when no one believes in you, when no one sees the vision, when you feel like you're walking this road alone. Good. That's where champions are made. That's where warriors are built. That's where you separate yourself from everyone who settles. So when the pain hits, when the doubt creeps in, when the road gets dark, remind yourself, it's supposed to be hard, but you were built for hard. And if you can keep going when others quit, if you can stand tall when others fall, if you can keep fighting when everything in you is screaming to stop, then success isn't a question, it's inevitable. So stop second-guessing yourself, stop making excuses, stop waiting for the perfect moment. This is your time, this is your fight. Now show the world what you're made of.